Madam President, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Government of Nigeria, I congratulate Your Excellency Ms. Nazat Shamim Khan, President of the 15th cycle of the Human Rights Council, as well as other members of the Bureau, for your well-deserved election. As you assume the responsibility of leading the work of the Council for the year 2021, we assure you of Nigeria's support and cooperation in the implementation of your mandate. I would also like to seize this opportunity to congratulate the newly elected members of the Human Rights Council and to pledge our readiness for a robust engagement in the advancement of human rights across the world. At this point, I wish to extend our deep appreciation for the support and cooperation extended to us throughout Nigeria's consecutive 6-year membership of the Council, which successfully ended in December 2020. The year 2020 has been a different year for our country, as well as all other nations around the world, due to the challenges posed by the novel COVID-19 pandemic. As we strive hard to address this health challenge, we recognize the imperative of upholding human rights and fundamental freedoms. For us in Nigeria, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, set up by the President, has been working round the clock in collaboration with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and other relevant government agencies, as well as the international community, with a view to addressing the health challenges occasioned by the pandemic. Numerous best practices have been adopted in order to educate the populace on the dangers of the virus and also to stop its spread. Additionally, to protect our country from the burgeoning cycle of COVID-19, the Nigerian government has finalized its plans to procure and efficiently distribute the COVID-19 vaccines to our people. Madam President, the reform of the security system is one of the key priorities of the government of Nigeria. In view of the need to ensure peace and security of Nigerians and guaranteed enjoyment of human rights and fundamental freedoms, Nigeria's security forces have devised necessary measures and strategies with a view to addressing our security challenges occasioned by the scourge of terrorism, insurgency, banditry, and other acts of criminality. In furtherance of its sincere commitment to the advancement of human rights, it is on record that the government responded swiftly to the October 2020 protest against police excesses, in particular the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. The government, without hesitation, accepted the 5 demands of the protesters, which included the disbandment of the SARS police unit and the formation of investigation panels across the states of the Federation to ensure justice and restitution for all victims of police excesses. Madam President, the government of Nigeria is committed to improving the economy through the economic diversification agenda that supports the primary goal of national food self-sufficiency during the COVID-19 era and beyond. Against this background, in the year 2020, a new economic strategy, namely the Economic Sustainability Plan, was developed in consultation with all stakeholders, including subnational authorities, and this as a successor to the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan of 2017 to 2020. The economic plan is expected to engender local content promotion, self-reliance, economic growth, job creation and preservation, as well as extending protection to persons in vulnerable situations, including women and persons with disabilities. Key sectors covered by the plan include mass housing, mass agricultural programs, infrastructure, informal sector support, business support for MSMEs, technology, and expansion of the National Social Investment Program. Madam President, the World Conference Against Racism adopted the Durban Declaration and Programme of Action in 2020 as a roadmap to combat the scourge of racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance. 20 years after this important milestone, the world is still grappling with racism, racial discrimination, and xenophobia. As we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Durban Declaration and Programme of Action, states and other relevant stakeholders must demonstrate genuine and strong commitment towards the effective and comprehensive implementation of this important programme of action in order to make progress in the global fight against racism and racial discrimination. In addition, we must continue to discourage populist political narratives, the spread of fake news, hate speech, incitement to hatred and violence, with a view to ensuring peace and harmony in our societies. Nigeria, as always, strongly condemns all forms of racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance, and reaffirms its commitment to the effective implementation of the Durban Declaration and Programme of Action. Madam President, Nigeria believes that the promotion and protection of human rights are important elements in achieving sustainable global peace and security, as well as the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. We therefore seize this opportunity to reiterate that Nigeria is committed to the promotion and protection of human rights and fundamental freedoms in accordance with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Nigeria therefore calls on the international community to ceaselessly support the mandate of the Human Rights Council. Esteemed members of the Bureau, to conclude, I wish to unequivocally underscore the importance of avoiding politicization of human rights issues. Double standards must also be eschewed in the international human rights system. It has undoubtedly been counterproductive to the global human rights agenda. It is Nigeria's firm conviction that sincere international cooperation and respect for the sovereign equality of nations, as enshrined in the United Nations Charter, as well as commitment to multilateralism, would certainly and immensely contribute to the promotion and protection of human rights across the globe. I thank you very much for your attention.